Hello, happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery kits. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time when we can relax and craft a happy life together as we work on a project, and we work on them from beginning to end. So you can get the whole process along the way. And we are working today on the Splendid Sampler 2. We're working on block For the Love by Sharon Burgess. So this is English paper piecing. We have a few little segments done. We finished one more of these yesterday. I think we'll finish the last two today. And then we can start stitching them to the square center there. So we've already have our pieces prepped. I encourage you to go to my replays at Penguin and Fish Movies on YouTube if you want to see the whole process. I have done this entire block from beginning to end. Well, we're not done yet, but I started from the beginning and filmed the whole process. So if you want to learn about English paper piecing, I encourage you to check out this block. It's For the Love, and if you go to the Splendid Sampler 2 playlist, then the playlist for the Love, all the videos will be there. So thanks, guys. I'm going to flip you around and we'll get started this evening. Let's do some hand stitching again tonight. Okay, here's my workspace again. Thank you guys for joining me. All right, we have this guy done. This is the one we did yesterday, and remember I didn't match up those corners points very well, so I had to really shift it. That's why we have a little kind of odd bottom here, so we're going to have to deal with that as we stitch it together. So to counteract that today, I thought we talked about trying a different system. So we were stitching from here. We were matching the point of this diamond to the point of this kind of odd shape here, and I didn't fold over the edge very well on the last one, so I couldn't see that point very well, so I kind of guessed, and I ended up making it too low, so my pieces didn't match up very well. So instead of stitching this first, I think I'm going to stitch the two kind of wings together. I'm going to start from the bottom. And then go up, and then I'm going to add the diamond and continue up this way, and then I'll jump back, I think, to the point and then do that other bit, and we'll see if that works a little bit better. So, all right, those two bits together first. I'm going to grab a new piece of thread. This one is pretty mangled. I'm going to take a little shorter piece than usual just because that longer piece is ending up getting knotted a lot faster and just not being as nice. Okay. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. I was doing bills all afternoon, so that blows. It's nice to come on and see you guys here. Picking up my day right now. All right. Oh, you know, I always want to tie a knot, but I don't have to tie a knot, so let's undo that. Okay. We're putting these two edges together, so I'm going to put the right sides together for them. Let's match that bottom point up first. Okay, that looks good. Let's grab a little wonder clip. Can hold that together for us. Take some pressure off of my fingers. Yeah, that sounds like fun knot. I know. I know, Noeline, I know, Bonnie, it just sucks me dry every time I do it, and it takes a million hours longer than I think it will, and I can't keep myself in the seat either. I just want to keep out. I keep get distracted. So I try and keep like some radio or something, and I have to put my headphones on as blinders to help me out, but ugh. So I did not get done, so I'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon too. but you know, it feels good when it's done. All right, here's my little knicker knot. Hold that in place nice there. Oh, her room was filled with llamas, Gretchen. I think I missed the last part of your comment. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna do another llama for her classroom. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, soon we'll be stitching up that llama here. I'm gonna try and figure out a little bit more about that this weekend. I've been a little caught up lately, but it will happen. All right, so I'm stitching up, just whip stitching. Oop. Keep catching the corners. Whip stitching up to the point, and then we're gonna add in that diamond. That flowery diamond. So again, whenever I hit a corner point, like I am right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a knicker knot in there just to make it real solid. So again, you have the two pieces. You have the thread that's coming out of the your working side of the thread that's coming out of your English paper piece, and then you have the two little threads that are going through the eye of the needle. So you take the first one, you go around back to the left, and then hold it in place. And then this one, with the threads at the eye of the needle, you go around back to the right. And then that is your knicker knot when you pull that through. It creates like a little twisty knot there, and that's a nice little knot. Okay, so let's undo that. Oh, Lucy, you read the instructions for the granny square quilt. It looks like fun. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? If any of you guys, we're going to be doing that granny square quilt. I think I put a link to it in here. I'm not quite sure when we're going to start it, but that'll be our next quilt project. And it's kind of a little interesting if you read through the directions, how they do the strips and how they make these pieces. It's a little different than what I would have expected and different than I've done before. So I'm pretty stoked to get started on it. All right, so I'm gonna match up. So I wanna throw this diamond in here. So I'm gonna continue. I left off here. I'm gonna continue up one edge. So let's put the right sides together, match up that point. There we go. And throw a wonder clip on there. And again, the wonder clip just kind of holds these pieces better than me doing this pinching motion. This pinching motion hurts my hands sometimes. Sandra, I'm still using the Aurifil 50 weight. It's still that muslin color of the Aurifil. So I'm using the same that I've been using. All right, so let's do that knicker knot again. This guy we're not worried about. I'm just kind of holding him out of the way. All right, so around back to the left, around back to the right. There's our knicker knot. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna just stitch up the edge. Ooh, you got the milliner's needles. Ooh, an Aurifil 80 weight thread. Oh, that's awesome. So Karen, 80 weight versus 50 weight. 80 weight is just a little finer, a little thinner than the 80 weight. So probably even better for this type of handwork. For all this stitching and, you know, especially for the needle turn applique. You want that nice little thread because then it will hide, it'll get tucked away. It'll just hide in the fabric because the thread is so thin. So that's, I think, for like fine handwork, that 80 weight is good. I'm just using the 50 weight. It's still pretty fine, but it's just kind of more of a standard kind of sewing weight. I haven't used the 50 weight, I haven't used the 80 weight, but that's the difference. It's just a bit thinner. I think it'll be great for your handwork. It's still strong and everything. Oh, Joe, you did your first Facebook Live in a closed group for a makeup party your daughter is having. Oh, how fun. That's neat. What a different experience. Oh, a different experience doing the live versus, oops, geez, sorry guys. versus just chatting on the live. I think I'm gonna back out a hair and zoom the camera in just so I have less of a chance of whacking you guys. So let's see if I can zoom in here. Hold on a sec. There we go. Maybe this will work out a bit better for us. There we go. I'll just try and stay in the middle here. So, okay, what I'm noticing from doing it this way where we sew the two kind of like wings first, I think we will have more accuracy, but the only thing is I have this guy kind of in my way the whole time. Oh, Joe, that's the watching yourself afterwards was weird after your Facebook Live. Yeah. The way to get over that is to not watch yourself afterwards. That's I rarely watch these again unless I need to go back and learn how to do something that I forgot how to do again that we did earlier. I figure it's live and it's done, but it's there for reference. But yeah, that's for sure tough to look at yourself after. Oh yeah, we don't want a needle in the eye. I know. I keep poking at you guys. All right, knicker knot to the left around the back and to the right around the back. So I'm up at the top of that diamond point. All right, and then we should be good here. Okay, so there's our first bit. This dog ear, I can just, there we go. Now it's in the back. Yeah, this is gonna be nice and in the exact right spot. So what I'm gonna do now, this is where you kind of have to bend your template a little bit to get things to match up, and that's a little tough. So it's gonna take a little bit. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just jump. Like with a long string, I'm gonna just jump down to that point. But first, let's put a pin, or not a pin, a wonder clip there. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna flop this dog ear out of the way, and let's just jump. I don't need to cut this off. I can just jump right down here. So I'm gonna go through the corner of this yellow piece and the corner of this diamond. See if I can grab both of those. Get them pulled together a bit. So I'll just loop through once and then, just keeps getting caught. Now we'll do the knicker knot. You could actually just loop around once again, and that's probably gonna hold it enough, but I'm getting kind of used to doing this knicker knot. Oh yeah, tomorrow is a new block, and I don't think it's a psych out like it was last week. We didn't have a new block last week. They did a giveaway instead. It sounds like for reals there's a new block tomorrow. So yeah, I'm excited too. I wonder what it's gonna be. It looks like they've kind of been taking them from the front cover of the book. So if you're going to order it on Amazon, pre-order it on Amazon, there's a picture of the book cover. They've been kind of grabbing from there. So if you want a potential sneak peek or to have a little sneak peek of what it could possibly be, you can check that out there. There's one with a kitty, like an embroidered kitty on a rug. That would be, or on a quilt. That one would be fun. Wouldn't mind a kitty. I'm gonna get to see Chad again. I think Chad, my parents' kitty, the best funny kitty. When we saw him last weekend, he lived up to his name. He was meowing and meowing. His name is Chad because he's chatty. I like him. Gretchen, I didn't discover that. And it might not even be true that they're coming from the cover of the book, but someone in the people in the Splendid Sampler Facebook group thought that might be the case, and I suspect they might be right. I don't know for sure. All right, around the back and around the back, and we have just enough thread to do this. Actually, I could have used a little bit more just to make it a little easier to tie these knots. But this guy's done. I think that went faster. Maybe we were just putzing along a little too much last night. Well, when we started stitching last night too, we were towards the end, and maybe I was just tired. But there we go. This guy is looking pretty good, I think. So that's tonight's. Tomorrow or last night's, once we get it all attached, I don't think you're even going to know that I was kind of off on that one. But that one was easier to stitch. So let's do the last one, and I'm going to do it the same way we just did. So I'm going to sew up to the point. I'm going to sew from here up to the point first, and then continue for one edge of this diamond, and then I'll jump back down and do that other side again. I think that worked really well. So let's stitch that up. I think we might even start stitching them to this guy. So we're still not done though. After we have this whole centerpiece, we still have to applique the whole thing onto our background fabric. So there's work to be done yet. So okay, thread, where'd you go? Oh, Jeannie, that's what you read, that they're all from the cover. Yeah, I don't think that's been confirmed, but I think it was a pretty good observation and most likely correct. All right. So technically, I mean, if there's, like, I wonder how many are on the cover, because we can eliminate 10 of them, right? Because we've done 10. So our guessing will be a lot less. Okay, so again, I'm doing this line first, so right sides together. I'm going to match up that bottom point. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's get the clip in here. All right, we're ready to go. Oh, you think there's more than 20 on the cover? I think you're right. But still, we can eliminate 10 of them. I'll have to peek at the cover again after we're done here. I have a link to the post here in the post if you want to check out the Amazon listing for the cover. Get a sneak peek. Otherwise, if you go to thesplendidsampler.com, that's where the new block will be shown. And if you follow the newsletter there, like sign up for the newsletter, then it'll be the link to the blog post will be emailed to you on the day of the new block. You think you counted 24 or 25 on the cover, so we won't be doing, oh, nope, you're right, Lucy, we won't be doing all of them with the first free 20. And who knows, maybe they'll trick us and maybe the next one won't be on the cover, who knows. But I think that was a pretty good guess. All right, whip stitching around this piece. My glue seems to be holding, so that is great. My glue that has this all attached to the templates, has the fabric attached to the templates. Oh, it looks like 25 plus 5 halves, Sandra. Have we done any of the halvesies, or just the ones that they're showing in full? I wonder if the halvesies count in our prediction process. All right, I think one more stitch will get us there. These 2 points kind of are lining up a little oddly. So all the more reason why I think this way of doing it, starting at the bottom, That's working pretty well. Okay, knicker knot this corner. The knots just define the point. I keep saying corner for points, but they just kind of define the points. They hold them tight, those points. Okay, let's continue. There we go. Continue up with our little diamond. So right sides together. So this is where this guy kind of gets in the way a little bit, but well. All right, let's group this together. Ooh, you printed the cover larger, Nolene. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. Two of the halves. Oh, one is the one that we're doing now, Amy. Okay, so they're sneaking in the halves on us. So they are from the cover, but they're still kind of hidden there. Anyone know if the first 20 will disappear when they go onto the ones from the book? Ooh, that's a good question. I believe they did it last time with the Splendid Sampler, so I think there may be a good chance that they will this time. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they'll do it a little differently this time. Like still have the first 20 free, because if the book's available, you know, that's incentive to get the book so you get the rest of them in theory. So I don't know, maybe they'll stay this time. I wonder if it says on the website, but I don't know, it probably doesn't. It's a pretty busy looking, pretty busy website. So again, for the whip stitch, I always start at the bottom and always go upwards. And the trick is that you always start on the same side. So I'm always starting from the bottom and going up. Some people start from the top and go down. There are other stitches you can use for this, like a ladder stitch. And in some future block that uses English paper piece, and I'll show you how to do that. But I prefer the whip stitch. The ladder stitch, the stitches are hidden a little bit more, but I find it awkward the way you have to hold the needle and stuff. I'm probably just not used to it, but I like the whip stitch. It's just more relaxing to me, and if I'm gonna do handwork, I want it to be relaxing, so we're doing the whip stitch. And I kind of like seeing the little stitches too on the front. You know, someone hand did it then. Oh, you tried this block twice and it wasn't working. You're interested to see how I remove the glue card. Okay, well, we won't do, oh yeah, that was in question. So I like scraping out the glue a little bit with like my stiletto, and then I'll pop out the pieces. But in this case, well, yeah, I think maybe I'm just trying to figure out if I want to applique the pieces on before taking out the papers, the templates, or if I want to like starch it all and then take out the templates and then stitch it on. I haven't quite decided yet. So we'll have to figure that out awfully soon, because we're gonna wrap this up, wrap up the stitching of this. Okay, let's flip that to the back. And now this is where we're gonna kind of have to fold our template a little bit. Maneuver it a little. Okay, to match these points up. Get that guy out of the way. Wonder clip those fellers together. Okay. And again, I'm just gonna hop right up here. I'm not gonna start a fresh new thread. I can have that jump of thread on the back, and it's gonna be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go through once, and this time I'll do the knicker knot, since it's the beginning of the row again. Around the back to the left, and around the back to the right with the eye.